between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggies, Darwin Thompson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
We got chips over here. Chips over here.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete.
3rd down and 1.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
That's good.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
flush to his right. He'll run it. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A 35-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Complete to
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert buying time to his left. And Allen's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now Ballage, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
18-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Chargers.
Here is Eckler. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Open space inside the 10. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen.
Herbert's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Los Angeles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
The ball carrier.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Chiefs 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's got his man on the out route. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Motion, pop. Yellow. 56 is the mic.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Ready to kick off for Kansas City.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They run it with Balaj. And the Chargers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
1st and 10 at the 21.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
Switch up, switch up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going on the ground with Eckler. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 5. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 46 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
They'll roll him out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
On the return, here's Hall. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
On the carry.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes firing complete. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
56.
Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. Got a man. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with him. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 1-yard line.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Mahomes takes it himself. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time?
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on